Canadian officers exposed Meg treated them like lackeys running errands in grocery stores. Waste of tax. This week, sources reported Invictus Games' two top chiefs left their jobs because Meghan and Harry asked the British Columbia taxpayers to be on the hook for all expenses related to accommodation, travel, food, security, etc. for the duration of the 2025 Games. Especially the Markles wanted an escort like they were provided with at Invictus Germany 2023, but the bill for that escort was huge. Their demanding and the issue to chiefs losing their jobs caused outrage in public, especially volunteers for Invictus. Then Meghan and Harry's former security recently exposed the duo's awful behaviour. Last time Canadians paid for their security, the officers ended up being gophers and getting coffee for them. Total waste of resources. The Sun reported Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's skivvy bodyguards may have lost all respect for the royal pair after they quit the UK, it was claimed today. The couple stepped back as senior royals and moved to Canada last month, taking a team of highly trained close protection officers with them. But Scotland Yard officers protecting the couple have since voiced concerns about being treated like skivvies, running errands including picking up groceries and coffees. A royal security source said, "While the guys are happy to be out there doing the jobs, there's a feeling that they're carrying out menial tasks like picking up takeaway food and groceries. These guys are close protection officers and should be sticking solely to close protection rather than running errands." And a former close protection officer for both the Duke of York and Princess Royal today said the concerns showed Meghan and Harry's Ring of Steel was fed up with them. Brit taxpayers were still funding the couple's protection while they lived in Canada. The couple also used £60,000 a year protection officers who were paid overtime and sent back to the UK to be replaced every 2 weeks. After they moved to the US, they were cut off the security, but recently Harry sued the Home Office for not providing security from Scotland Yard officers for him. The lawsuit failed. It seems like financially independent Harry wants taxpayers to fund his security. Harry was claiming that because he's sixth in line to the throne and had to ask the Queen for permission to marry, means he should automatically be considered for security privileges. The judge said this argument wasn't relevant, because honestly that's bonkers. Ravek's jurisdiction is limited to Great Britain and the people they protect are residents of Britain. Furthermore, Harry was provided security because of his working royal status in the firm, not because he's sixth in line. This is why in a letter to Harry they stated that since his future plans were non-Britain related, and since he was no longer a working royal, they couldn't justify public spending on protection. They'd also review his security on an individual basis when his plans were known. Harry was warned by Charles that they'd lose security if they left. Charles knew the British tax-paying public would have no patience paying for them if they weren't doing royal duties. The Canadian public wouldn't put up with it more than 18 months. The Markles are delusional if they think they'll get away with this. Their inflated sense of self-entitlement is off the charts.